Jealousy is a natural human emotion. Theories have confirmed that we are wired to compare ourselves to others. However, what most people don't realize is that eliminating those envious thoughts are not only possible, but surprisingly simple to do. And I can speak from experience as well. In my early 20s, or as you're growing up from your teens into your 20s, you compare yourself. I used to compare myself to peers, celebrities, influencers, family, friends. But since mastering this mindset, I cannot recall the last time I have felt jealous. My perspective has completely changed. In this video, I'll explain how you too can eliminate comparison, jealousy, envy, and even FOMO for good. Welcome back to another video. I'm Mar. I'm so happy you're here. If you're new here, this is a place where we dive into all things self-development, self-love, self-care, personal growth, lifestyle, manifesting, meditating, and becoming your best, most confident, and empowered self. Today's video is all about comparison. It's something I know so many of us, especially young women, struggle with. Whether it's scrolling through social media, seeing that one influencer, or even comparing yourself to someone in your circle. It's easy to fall into the trap of feeling like you're not enough. We're going to break it all down, and here are today's timestamps: how to stop comparing yourself to others, how to shift envy into self-empowerment, and how to truly be obsessed with your own growth. Because it's so easy to want what someone else has, to wish that you looked a certain way. This video is here for whenever you need some motivation, confidence boost, or a reminder that you are enough just as you are. So let's get into it. To conquer envy, we must first understand it. Envy arises from desiring something that you don't have, someone else's success, possessions, or lifestyle, leading to resentment. Whereas jealousy, on the other hand, stems from fear of losing something you already possess, which is often manifesting as insecurity. Then there's FOMO, the fear of missing out, where we assume others are experiencing better opportunities, events, or careers, making us feel as though we are falling behind. The root of all of these emotions is comparison, the thief of joy. And comparison often originates from external influences. Maybe a parent, a friend, or a teacher made us feel inferior. Perhaps we were constantly measured up against a sibling or past partner, leaving us with lingering insecurities. And over time, these experiences embedded themselves in our mind, making comparison a habit. Another major factor, low self-esteem, where we feel incapable of achieving success. It's easier to envy others rather than believing in our own potential. A scarcity mindset also fuels jealousy. The belief that resources and opportunities are limited to only a certain group of people around us, which then makes us feel like we are in competition with everyone around us. However, comparison and envy are natural feelings, and that doesn't make you a bad person. The key is learning to redirect those emotions productively. When I finally completed my degree, I was done. I got the job that I desired in corporate America in the middle of New York City, but then the thought of a 9-to-5 just did not sit right with me. Meanwhile, I saw people in the online space living out their dreams, traveling, doing their own thing, being their own bosses. Like, that was when I started seeing that. And I was like, I want that, and a sense of like envy. But instead of letting the envy consume me, I turned it into inspiration, that if they could do it, why can't I? So what I did is I invested in myself. I decided to go learn things, even if it required me to take courses or programs to expand my skill sets, and committed myself to self-improvement. I realized that rather than blaming life's unfairness, I needed to take proactive steps to change my situation. By shifting my focus from comparison to self-development, I took control of my own journey. And it is frustrating when you are putting in the work and you don't see immediate results. So let's say you want to start an online boutique. You see others achieving overnight success, and it feels unfair, but their journey has nothing to do with yours. Everyone's timeline is unique to them. And I can speak to you from experience because my first online business was a boutique, and it completely flopped, and I had to retry 2 or 3 times, and then by the 4th time my online business skyrocketed. So looking back, I do laugh at the moments, because in that moment you're comparing yourself to others, but I just needed patience, persistence, and faith that it would happen for me, because it was a desire that was placed within me. Just because someone else succeeds doesn't mean that you won't. Stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 26. A scarcity mindset convinces you that success is limited, which breeds jealousy and stress. But an abundance mindset recognizes that there is opportunity, there's an abundance of opportunity for everyone, and that success is unlimited. There is room for everyone. Instead of competing, you start supporting others, knowing that their achievements don't diminish your potential. When you focus on your own growth, comparison fades. Confidence replaces envy, because you trust that your time will come. And then an abundance mindset allows you to think big, take risks, and believe in your own capabilities. So if someone else is thriving, celebrate them. Your success isn't at risk just because they're winning now. It's a signal. It highlights what you truly desire. Instead of resenting those who have what you want, use them as inspiration. Ask yourself, what can I learn from them? How can I refine my goals to take accountable steps towards achieving them? So for example, if you see someone else with an incredible body, rather than feeling threatened by them, let it inspire you to elevate your own fitness and confidence. So look at it as a source of inspiration, like when you go on Pinterest. Use it as inspiration to help you grow. Envy signals a desire, but negativity repels that desire from manifesting into life. So instead of letting jealousy consume you, turn it into motivation. Confirm that what you want is already on its way. In fact, it's already here. Visualize yourself achieving that dream. What would it feel like? Living the life that you aspire. So one thing that I absolutely love to do, whether it's morning or during the day or at night, is I like to take my moment, my 15 to 20 minutes to lay down and give myself my time to visualize my goals for that time being. I imagine myself thriving in all areas of life. So for you, it could be career-wise, it could be your dream home, your dream apartment, your dream family, your dream finances, your dream traveling lifestyle. Visualizing this reinforces my belief that these goals are inevitable. So when you do see others living their dreams, don't feel envious, because know that your time is coming too. So the key to eliminating envy isn't to ignore it. It's understanding it and redirecting it. Comparison does not serve you, but self-improvement does. Recognize that is a clue guiding you to what you truly desire. So shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance and focus on becoming your best self. You are capable of achieving everything that you aspire. So instead of competing with others, compete with who you were yesterday. That's the only comparison that matters. So jealousy often comes from comparison, feeling threatened by others, desiring their beauty, success, or privileges. When I decided to move out to California right after a relationship fallout, I spent a long period of time just being single with myself, focusing on myself, going on solo dates with myself. And during that time, I did see like couples where they were together, but instead of having that feeling of bitterness and resentful, I chose to look at it in a different perspective. Rather than being upset at looking at this couple, I looked at it as, this is the stage of my life right now. This is the phase that I am in right now, and I had the rest of my life to experience a relationship. I was grateful for my solo journey. And the reality is, appearances can be deceiving. A couple may seem madly in love, but you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. They might be struggling with challenges. Everyone has something that others might envy, whether it's a relationship, wealth, status, or career. True confidence and security doesn't come from having nothing to be jealous of. They come from focusing on what you do have rather than what you lack. So one of the most powerful ways to overcome jealousy is to have confidence, to detach from that version of you that is continuously jealous, almost like an alter ego. So imagine yourself as the most self-assured, radiant, empowered version of yourself. Give them a name. What's her name? So So when feelings of insecurity or comparison creep in, step into that identity. Your alter ego has no limitations. Your insecurities transform into their confidence. So embody this energy and you will naturally shift your mindset. And you're not doing this because you're being inauthentic, but because you're training yourself to step into a new reality where you own your worth. And I've seen this with older women where they are gorgeous and confident. And I see this with moms, older moms that even have grandchildren. And to me, they look like the definition of sexy and confidence. The way they carry themselves, how graceful they look, how classy they look, because they've cracked the code. So when you are experiencing jealousy, you want to take a pause and ask yourself, why is this triggering me? What insecurity is this revealing to me? What would make me feel better in this situation? What am I assuming about this person that I envy? Acknowledging your feelings rather than completely ignoring them is so important. It's completely valid to feel envy. What matters is how you handle it. Reflection helps you understand yourself better. And there is so many ways to do this, whether it's through journaling, talking to a friend, or simply sitting with your thoughts. So when you get the sense of jealousy, it often stems from low self-esteem, low self-worth. Basically, when you neglect yourself, you're more likely to put others on a pedestal. Self-care is crucial in shifting this dynamic. So you want to ask yourself, am I moving my body in a way that boosts my confidence and mental health? Am I taking time to reflect, meditate, and be present? Am I consuming nutritious foods that energize me rather than ones that make me feel sluggish? Am I allowing social media to influence my perception of myself in a negative way? There's a reason practices like eating whole foods, balancing your energy through mindfulness are linked to emotional well-being. Neglecting self-care makes it easier to fall into patterns of comparison and jealousy. But when you're nurturing yourself, you naturally raise your self-esteem. You feel better. You no longer feel the need to measure yourself against others. So a powerful antidote to jealousy is gratitude. Everyone faces their own struggles, even if you don't see them. Just because someone has something that you desire doesn't mean their life is better than yours. A simple and yet effective way of doing this is having a journal. And when times like this arise for you, writing down 3 things that you're grateful for shifts your mindset in that moment. And if you make this a practice of doing it daily, you start really shifting and rewiring your mindset. And it seems so simple and something that may not work, but it rewires your brain to focus on abundance rather than lack. The more you appreciate what you have, the less you feel the urge to compare yourself with others. So instead of looking at everybody else that has something more, because there will always be people that are prettier than us, happier than us, wealthier than us, with better spouses than us, better children than us, better homes than us, better careers than us. There are also people that are barely making it. They have no health, they have no money. Maybe they've even lost a family member. They have experiences that we can't even imagine. Compare yourself to those people and you will realize how thankful you are for the things that you do currently have, that you are who you are and that you have what you have. Like, we have so many opportunities in this country, and I'm talking about the United States, where we have food available even if we're living in poverty. There's welfare available, there's food banks that are available if we need it, and there's generous people around us that can help us out. There are all these resources that people in other countries do not have, and that is how I keep myself from even comparing myself. My experiences are so unique, as are yours and everybody else. Ultimate mindset shift is becoming obsessed with yourself, and not in a vain or egotistical way, but in a way that fosters deep self-love. Start with affirmations, and this is something that I have imprinted with my own daughter because it is something that I want her to continue doing even as she grows. And I think that every woman should be taught this at an early stages of life. And some of those affirmations could be, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am smart, I am creative, I am kind, I am strong. I used to be so self-conscious about my eyes and my lips, about how they were quote unquote so big, but some people actually admire it and others criticize them. But instead of internalizing these opinions, I decided that I love my face, I love my eyes, I love my lips, because it's mine. Beauty is subjective and no external validation should dictate how I feel about myself. So rather than chasing external approvals, embrace who you are in this moment. No amount of wealth, beauty, or success will ever satisfy you if you don't first accept and love yourself. No amount of wealth, beauty, or success will ever satisfy you if you don't first accept and love yourself. So if you feel bad every time you open up social media, comparing yourself with filtered images, remind yourself that you are seeing a highlight reel of their life. No one is sharing their lowest moments. People post their vacations, not their struggles. They showcase their happy relationships, not their arguments. They flex their dream jobs, but they're not showing the stress and the burnout that they may be experiencing. And if this is affecting you, you may need to do a social media detox. Unfollow celebrities, unfollow influencers who promote unrealistic standards. Mute the people who makes you feel like you're comparing yourself with them all the time, and curate your feed that includes accounts where they are inspiring you, educating, and bringing you joy. Because again, at the end of the day, rather than avoiding social media altogether, you can transform it into a space where it uplifts you. Follow content that enriches your life rather than make you feel like you're falling behind. Everyone's phase of life has its own set of challenges. So when you're single, you might wish for companionship. And then when you're in a relationship, you might miss your independence. When you're at a 9 to 5, you crave freedom. But when you're self-employed, you crave stability. Every stage comes with its own ups and downs. So instead of longing for what you don't have, embrace where you are now. Your only competition is yourself. So keep growing, keep evolving, and most importantly, loving the person that you are. And to end this on a high note, let's go through some affirmations. My worth is never in question. My confidence grows stronger with each passing day. I am grateful for everything I have in my life. Everything I desire is already on its way. I have a collection of wisdom. I am abundant in all aspects of life. The success of others only inspires me. And with that, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you found it valuable. Let me know in the comments what resonated with you and what you're planning to implement. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you have any video suggestions, drop them down below. Don't forget to check out the links in my description box. You'll find my collection of closed videos where I talk more of all the things regarding subconscious reprogramming, living your vision board today, manifesting, meditating, and more inside my programs, which are available individually or as a bundle for the ultimate level up. These programs are designed to guide you step by step, making the transformation enjoyable and effortless. You can listen to them on your commute to work, or you can set some time aside to romanticize the process and truly step into your best self. You can also sign up for my free weekly affirmations and journals prompts that are sent directly to you via email, and explore the rest of my website that is linked down below. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I'll see you next week, same time, for a brand new video. Bye!